Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to say hello, welcome back. And yeah, I want to hop right into it. I'm gonna go over a trade that I took today, and it was awesome because ICT had also taken this trade. So I just wanted to kind of go over like my thought process and basically what was going through my head when I saw the trade. So yes, let me just delete everything and get on the charts. Again, I just want to say cheers. Welcome. This YouTube channel, I'm gonna basically document my trading journey this year. Hopefully you guys can get some tips and tricks, and maybe I can help you understand ICT concepts better. I do want to say though, I would highly recommend going through the actual ICT content because one, I am not a pro by any means. Like, ICT is the pro. He's my teacher, my mentor. Second, I'm mainly doing this YouTube channel for me to really get a hold of everything better, because they say when you teach, you learn. So I'm trying to teach so I can learn more. And yeah, with that being said, I don't have a coffee today. I already finished 2 coffees this morning, so reminder for you to drink water. And yes, water is good. Not as good as coffee, but it's good. So I'll be drinking water today. And yeah, let's is there anything else I wanted to say? Yes, it is January 20th today, and we'll be covering a trade that's kind of like low probability, but if you're aiming for 5 points, it's great because it gave us multiple setups for 5 points, so that's a good thing. And yes, okay, let's hop in the charts now. Okay, so let me just go to the daily really quick. So if you've been following along with ICT, one second, my nose is itchy. If you've been following along with ICT, he was amazing because one, he totally told us about this daily FEG level, which is crazy because the market came down, hit it completely. Beautiful. So thank you, ICT, for that. Let me just delete everything because I can just start from scratch. Okay, so we already had this level down here. I saw the market come down, hit this daily FEG. We also have this potential order block here, which is kind of cool. Just like, I don't want to put too much stuff on the charts. Plus OB for a bullish order block. So that's cool. We come into this FEG. We already hit it here, but we came back down here again and hit it. The fact that we had such a bearish run the past 2 days, I kind of expected price to go higher. This morning, this candle wasn't here, but there was like a little fair value gap here. Like, you know, from, you of course have the open, close, and then this candle opened at the bottom of this down close candle, and it was kind of going up. Like, I already saw it like going up, so there was that. And again, it's Friday, so I wasn't expecting too much movement. So yes, the fact that we did get a decent move today is pretty amazing. Okay, so we have that. So we can see that it already punched into this, but okay, that wasn't there. So let me just go down to the 1 hour. Okay, basically what I saw was this was hitting off this daily FEG. If we are gonna go bullish today, what are like the closest PD arrays? What is a PD array? A PD array, let me see if I can type it out. PD array, basically a premium / discount area of interest. So I also actually have a PD or a matrix template, so you guys can totally screenshot this. I like to copy it and then I have it just on my notes so then I don't forget what it is. And these are basically all of the PD arrays that the market could potentially gravitate towards. So remember, it's always about what's the draw on liquidity. The draw on liquidity is the biggest thing. So for me today, the draw on liquidity was a 1 hour fair value gap, because again, we had already had like this long-winded sell, which doesn't always mean reversal, but the fact that we haven't had a reversal and we took up this area of sell side liquidity, this area of sell side liquidity, this area of sell side liquidity, we didn't quite make it back into here to take up this area. So that was also the daily low that I had marked out that we could potentially see some sell side liquidity, but of course, you know, it was a slow day. This is actually the low of yesterday's, so this would be the first target, but of course we didn't actually make it that low. But that's okay, because we saw that it hit this daily FVG, and the cool thing was it hit this daily FVG. Look, it already took out this high, so this high could potentially be an indication that we are wanting to go higher in the markets. Remember, this wasn't here yet, so let's drop down to a 15-minute. Now that I have my 1 hour FVG, I like to label them so I don't get too lost, and I love my colors, so it's I think it's a good color scheme. What do you guys think? 1 hour FVG, fair value gap. Let's drink some water. Water dance. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me and everything's good. If not, like, just leave me a comment. Or if I'm talking too fast, I just get excited because I'm like, yes, like this is just like amazing stuff. Mind blown. Okay, so we're down into the 15-minute time frame. Some levels that I really love to mark up is always the NY open, because if we're thinking about power of 3, remember, if we're let me just move this. Power of 3. Basically what it is it's the daily's candle. So power of 3 is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Today we can see, look, we had this. And then I also like to kind of base it on the time frames that we're trading. So right here would be, you know, 8:30, 9:30, those areas. So first we have accumulation of longs, because we are thinking that it's going to go long, but the fact that it doesn't take out this high is a possible indicator that we might have a manipulation. And the fact that it comes all the way down and doesn't quite take out this 15-minute low. Again, this actually wasn't here, but I'm like looking, okay. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I'm looking at these highs and lows because they are the 15-minute highs and 15-minute low. And because this wasn't here at this point, so I didn't think we would get such a big move today because it was Friday. So that is why I'm using the 15-minute high and 15-minute low areas as potential liquidity targets, because there's liquidity resting below here and liquidity resting above here. So I'm gonna just drop down to the 5 minutes. Okay, so basically what happened today, and then I like to go over what happened. So we can already see that this low was taken out, taking that liquidity, came into this fair value gap here, right? It already came into this fair value gap, so I was like, okay, I already came into this fair value gap, taking out this low, and then we push up higher, which is weird because it didn't actually reach the 15-minute high. So I was like, okay, we'll just keep watching market price. So then it just came back down, made this little divot, came back down further, didn't quite take out this low here, but now we have like really beautiful equal lows, as I'm sure you can see. Equal lows. And from ICT, we know that equal lows have a high chance of being taken out because we like jagged market. No, we don't like smooth markets. So we a high probability of this getting taken out. But the fact that it reversed, went up, took this out, I was like, okay, let's see. Takes this high out just barely, and then 9:30 rolls around, drops. I'm just gonna go to the 1 minute. So, okay, it's much cleaner on the 1 minute, you see? Boom, boom, barely takes this out, but then it completely drops. And then as soon as I see that, I'm like, okay, like, let me hold off. It took out these equal lows. So we're gonna just dash that. And then I wanted to maybe see it take out the 15-minute low, but the fact that it didn't take out the 15-minute low, I just wanted to jot this down. So, didn't break below 15-minute lows, or low. And then I was like, okay, so then we kind of like dive deeper. And if you follow me on Twitter, or if you follow ICT on Twitter, I actually just retweeted his video of this exact trade. And I also posted a YouTube link of one of the teachings he did, because it basically was the exact same trade on like January 12th or something, like the exact same, like fundamentally trade. So you can tell that these markets repeat themselves every single day, every single month, every single year. They repeat. So it's really cool to see that. I would recommend going and checking that out, and checking out the link and watching his YouTube video about it. Recommend. Okay, let's get back to it. So, huge drop. Remember, I'm thinking like the liquidity run is probably going to be to that 1 hour FVG. And of course the 15 minutes highs. To be honest with you, I was like, Friday, we had such a big move on Thursday and Wednesday that I don't think we're gonna get that big of a move. It'll probably be a retracement move. So, come down, we see this happening. It's kind of coming up, and then it leaves this fair value gap, which is exciting because it already took out equal lows, came down, didn't break below the 15-minute low, came back up, came back down into this fair value gap. The only reason I don't necessarily like this entry quite yet is because it didn't actually technically break of structure. No break of structure happened. So I'm just going to draw this out. But then look, break of structure happens after the fact. So, okay, now we have an idea. We know that this is probably an entry. So look, it even leaves another fair value gap. And of course we have this order block, which is cool, plus OB. And we can also use this old fair value gap as another entry, because like, look, it breaks market structure, comes back down into the fair value gap. That was actually my entry, came back out, and then comes back down, tapping into this fair value gap one more time, or as ICT likes to call it, it's a smart money entry, because it takes out these lows one more time. And that's good, like, it's good. So it takes out these lows, comes back down, and then it pushes up. I will show you. I'm trying to aim for a 500 or 5-point stop loss and a 5-point take profit. So look, it comes up and you're already 5 points profit, comes back down, takes that out. And really what I was actually aiming for was the 15-minute highs, like I had mentioned before. That was like my target. But there's also this area of buy-side liquidity that got taken out. So that could be your partials, and then push right to the 15-minute highs of the day. So actually beautiful trade. Now I wanted to point out how beautiful it looks with the power of 3 concept. Power of 3. We have accumulation. Don't mind my spelling. I'm not a very good speller. Accumulation basically was this previous taking out of the longs, accumulating long positions. Taking long positions. Manipulation, which is basically psyching out all those longs, coming back down here where their stop losses would have been. So taking those sell stops, and tricking buyers to thinking we're selling now. Wow. Sell stops, tricking buyers, thinking we're selling, and then distribution would be the actual move. Move to the liquidity area of interest, which is the 1 hour FEG and 15-minute and 15-minute highs. Yes, so amazing. So come down, take out these equal lows, make our way up, come back down into this fair value gap, doesn't go below this order block, comes back up, breaks market structure, break of structure, comes back up, comes back down, and then we have our 5-point move right there, but then it comes back down even more, takes out this low, digging back into this original fair value gap, never going below this order block though, so that's cool. And then finally we have a big move up to the 15-minute highs, and eventually it goes up to the 1 hour fair value gap. But yeah, look, we have our power of 3 because 1, we go up, Judah swing below the NY open, kind of consolidating, and then we have our distribution up to the 1 hour fair value gap area. Now, if you look at this, I did want to show one more thing, is the how many is really how much is 5 pips. Like, what does that look like? Or 5 points, sir. So this triangle right here is 5 points. Or triangle. Rectangle is 5 points. Look at how many times we could have got 5 points if we decided to get in multiple times today, which is amazing. So look, 5 points. Could have got in this at this fair value gap, 5 points. Possibly get in at this order block, 5 points. And then this one more time. Doesn't quite dig into that, but that's actually cool because that's a measured gap, which is actually really cool because it doesn't quite quite get into it, that's how you know you're in the right move. And then yeah, look, we have this other fair value gap that it digs into, and then boom, another 5 points. We could have potentially caught 25 points off this one move, so pretty cool. And look, we even have this safe bet move, which is already almost 10 points, so it's like 8 points. So that is all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's gonna be a little bit of a long one. I tried to aim for a shorter one, but I'm learning. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me if there's anything else you want to learn. I really want to learn the breaker block and get more. I just want to learn so much. Like, the ICT concepts is really interesting to me, and the fact that it's working. And if you don't follow ICT on Twitter, like, go do that now. And yeah, because he's dropping gems, and this year is just gonna be great. So with that being said, drink your water today. I am gonna take a chug with you right now. And yeah, I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.